Welcome to today's back workout. This is a 1983 back workout, old school style, 80s. This back workout is what I grew up on as a power lifter. So you do deadlift to start with. But I'd be destroyed after deadlifts and wouldn't do much else. So we're gonna give you the back workout to it. But for you youngsters, go crush that deadlift before doing this. We're doing old school bent over rows, and now that is off of a bench. That's how they used to do it back in the day, because Arnold would love that, again, range of motion. I think that's one of the reasons why he's still here today. Get a good stretch. It's gonna look a little bit more awkward to you guys that are form police, and that's why the video yesterday that went up is talking about stiffness in the body to protect it and then begin the exercise. So I'm going to stay at that higher level of experience. I'll need you guys to step up to what I'm talking about through this workout. Can a basic or a beginner do this workout? Absolutely. Absolutely, a beginner can do this workout. Again, that's who I'm talking to most of the time, so you guys don't make mistakes. If you are at a pro level or done it for 20 years, you've probably already made those mistakes and you're dug into that root of doing the form that you're doing.
Hello, Rod.
Greetings.
Tell us about your outfit.
Well, I was told to dress 1980s, but seeing as how I was born in 96, I had to guess.
Ooh.
Everything says it's not sunny, we can train outside, guys. Oh, the chemical peel's working.
The chemical peel is working.
It looks like a bigger asshole than he usually is.
Where's your 80s outfit, Kelly?
I don't get chemical peels, I have testicles.
Good job, Kelly. Kelly does it the best. How was your first exercise so far?
I love it.
Love it?
I love it. It feels good, it's a great stretch. It also just reminds me of the 80s and that type of training. And it also shows me two things. One is how balanced we were back then, the range of motion we did back then. Sometimes you go away from exercise for a week, and that turns into a month, turns into a year, turns into 5 years, 10 years. And you're like, holy sheesh, I just thought I was gonna stop for a second. And the reason I think this is brilliant, because it shows me how much harder this is than basic bent over rows. Where you're like, well, just do it on a flat surface, it makes more sense. Not to me, it doesn't. This is great. Everything has to be measured. Everything has to be measured. And for me, this is a great measuring tool to what I was doing when I was 18, 19. Doing these with 315 like a joke. And so today we'll see where we go to, but that's a great gauge. Better range of motion, harder exercise, your whole body's tight. He was born in '96, so he has no idea what I'm talking about. And he's a doctor, so again, he has no idea what I'm talking about.
We're talking about this guy, huh?
I didn't expect to get bullied this morning.
It's not safe play. Safe.
I expected to work out and better myself, and I come here and just get bullied.
Well,
This is unbelievable.
it's just what used to happen in the 80s.
Yeah. It started every time I ate the banana. It all started after that. Everything went downhill with the crew.
The 80s.
80s.
How was the energy in the 80s?
Savage.
Right?
Savagery.
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 Who was your workout partners back then?
Francis Benefato, Barry DeMay, Jim Quinn, Mike Quinn.
The Quinn brothers, right?
Nope.
They're not. Oh, okay.
Absolutely not even brothers.
I know
Two
nothing about
complete
the
different
80s.
beasts, too.
Wow.
But both beasts. More powerlifters, too, because I was in the 80s. Again, the forefront of my training then was powerlifting and martial arts. It was based all around that. So I compete maybe once a year in bodybuilding, but I do 4 powerlifting meets a year, probably about 8 tournaments a year. So martial arts tournaments, and so it's just great.
Just feel like the energy was so different. I remember looking at the video with you and Francis Benefato. You could feel it through the video.
Yeah, because it wasn't just us training correct and hard. It was everybody was training correct and hard. Griff, do 2 sets to R1. It's a new hit. Doc, 2 sets to R1.
You better, guys, train correct and hard. Good, Griff. Pull, kid, come on. Nice.
I love it. 21 years before I won Mr. California.
No kidding.
Yeah,
Hello.
couple of Mr. California.
Hi, Larry.
Hello, baby. Good morning.
Was Larry here in the 80s?
Larry was here in the 40s.
I was here in 1974.
74.
74. I'm an
So-
old man now.
I was born in 75, Larry.
You were?
I was born in 32. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Real quick, sum up the energy of the 70s and 80s
Yes.
and how the training was with you guys.
Oh, today it's a whole lot better now. It's so much energy in this gym, and when people come here, they always come back. And back in the day, it was mostly all male there, but like now it's females and males. And
That's
like
true.
now, it's so much better.
That
now.
is so true,
So
right?
much better. Yeah.
I liked it back then.
I like it like this because I like to look at.
Oh no,
nice
he
ladies.
likes to look at ladies.
I like
See,
to
so
look
you
at
guys
ladies.
missed the whole intensity thing.
No, the
See,
intensity don't mean
the
nothing.
man
I like
is
the
always
ladies.
chasing.
I think everybody.
That's old school mentality.
I think everybody's gonna agree with Larry on this
I think
one.
Larry's like, I'm the guy. Hey, let's run down and get one of those. He says, let's walk down and get them all. Larry, money.
He's such a gigolo, Larry.
Oh
huh?
my God.
That's so funny.
That was so much better than I thought. I'm sitting there talking about training and intensity. He's like,
He doesn't
"Dude,
give a shit about that.
check out the ladies. Back off, kid." That was brilliant.
Wow. Have you done this exercise before? Have you done this one before?
Not like that.
Not on the bench.
Not on the bench.
So what do you think?
not
Any
that low.
different than a regular bend over?
It's a lot
row?
harder, but it does remind you of when I was watching, pumping iron, those old school golden era bodybuilders. Reminds me exactly what they used to do. It's
I
fun.
feel like on this one I'm getting a really good stretch, like
Yeah.
even my hamstrings, and that's
I'm
why
feeling
I
a
like.
ton of my glutes too. Glutes, hammies. It's awesome.
I see somebody get naked behind you.
He's always getting naked. He's a total creep. Biggest weirdo of goals.